Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer Santos and I am currently a teaching candidate at Grand Canyon University, and I am also a second year teacher, special education teacher in Virginia, in the city of Virginia Beach. I can honestly say that my teaching philosophy has changed and it has developed throughout the years of me taking these courses, and throughout the years of me actually being able to teach in a classroom and have my own set of students. Because I will say, whatever we learn on paper and pencil is completely different than what we experience within the classroom, and it's only been a learning whirlpool for me. I personally believe that if I didn't have Grand Canyon's support and have the classes that they were teaching me and the information that they were supplying me throughout my experience of working, I don't know where I would be. I definitely say there are things that I benefited from being an active teacher and taking classes, because it gave me a little bit of insight, but it definitely was the other way around as well. I believe that taking classes also benefited me at work, because I had an abundance of knowledge and resources and supplies that I needed to go ahead and teach my kids and learn new things. I also wanted to start by saying that one of the things that I learned was the relationships and the things that I do with my kids really do matter. They are important. I realized that because of the rapport and the relationship that I built with my kids, I got more from them. The love that I show them and the love that they show me makes more than just a relationship. It makes for better grades. It makes for more listening. It makes for trying. Students know if you care, and that's something that when you read it on paper, you say, okay, I'm building a relationship with every one of my students every single year. But once you get into that classroom and you really are teaching every day and you see them every day and they become connected to you and they want to learn and they want to learn new things from you, I feel like that is completely different, and that is what motivates me and that's what drives me to do certain things. Those relationships that I have built with my students have honestly helped them and me. I am big on leading by example as well. I teach my kids to be prepared and ready and professional at all times, not only because this is something that I do and I display daily, but because it's preparing them for not only my class and their general education teachers' classes, but for life. These are skills that they have to learn eventually, so why not start now? My goal as a teacher and teaching my students is to be a change and to be a support system. School has always been a safe haven for me, so I wanted to make that environment for my students and let them know that they matter and I care, and I truly do care about my kids, and I think that's something they realize all day, every day, honestly. I also want to say that I teach with my heart. I am dedicated to teaching 100%. I have early mornings and long nights to prove it. I try to implement new strategies and new ways and different methods. I also let my students know that just because they are special education students and general education students, that doesn't make them different. They learn in a different way, and it's my job to take whatever they're learning in their general education class, for example, the simple definition for them, to take whatever they're learning in their general education class and modify it in a way that they do understand it, so that way they create those skills and have those strategies that they can use and implement while they're learning and while they're in class when I am not around. I am an inclusion teacher, so I currently have 2 grade levels. So I'm jumping between 3 different classes every day, so my students don't have me at all times. But I've put support in place so that they don't need me all day. And if they do need me, they know where to find me, or I will be minutes away, because around every hour I check in with almost every class. So that's something that I love doing as well. I love being able to see my kids all day, every day, and change between those grade levels and those curriculums, because there are things that I've learned from my second graders that benefit my fifth graders. And there's things that my fifth graders know and are exposed to that I say, okay, if I simplify this, my second graders can do it and learn this strategy. So that's also a plus for me. I'm very big on advocating for my kids as well. I advocate to here and there and everywhere. I make sure that my kids have what they need, and I have what I need to make sure that my kids are learning. Something big about me is not staying quiet, because, for example, if I am at a collaboration meeting and everybody is voicing their concerns, I know that I'm the only one in this meeting, if it's a grade level meeting, for example, that truly has to just think about special education. Not saying that the general education teacher does not care, but just saying that she has a whole entire classroom to manage and worry about, while I just have specific students within that classroom that I have to look out for. So it's teamwork, and I have great team members that make sure that they know that as well, and they have the support, and we support each other in every way, shape, and form. I also have taught my kids how to be flexible, and honestly learning that things change every day and that is okay. And there are students that deal with transitions, and I make sure that they understand that they're supported in everything that we do together, or anything that happens throughout the day, we're gonna deal with together. So that's something big as well. What else? Throughout my experience, both with Grand Canyon and with working at the school that I'm at right now, I've learned that I need a lot of support in helping my students learn how to read. Reading is so different right now. For example, there are so many things that I just turn around and say, I never knew that I learned that, or those skills or those rules to reading. And something that I've been doing is keeping up with my professional development and making sure that I enroll myself in anything and everything possible. So, for example, I've been in the science of reading trainings, along with me currently taking letters trainings, just to support my students in any and every way, because there are just certain things where if I have the support of a reading specialist, then I can help my kids learn how to read. So that's what matters to me. I don't know what else to say. Oh, I do want to say that technology right now is innovative. There are so many different ways and strategies and ways to implement the different types of technology and programs into their daily learning, and that's something that I use a lot. Like, my students have the ability to go in to Go Math or Imagine Learning or Imagine Math or Redbird, and these are things that, while they're not working with me or they're completing their independent work, they're strengthening different skills and strategies that they have to master to be able to move on to the next step. So technology is incorporated tremendously throughout the year, and I think it really is beneficial. That hands-on work is also very important. I lean towards hands-on work, but I don't ever knock down the inclusion of technology, because it is very important. And in this world, in this day and age, there are so many strategies and there are so many websites and ways to implement technology in a productive way that it's important for students to have. I also wanted to say that I am very excited for this journey. I'm kind of worried about not having Grand Canyon there to support me for everything after I graduate, but I'm very excited because I have and hold everything that they have taught me and they have given me, and all the strategies that they have shown me. And I'm very excited to go ahead and implement those for my teaching years. So in all these years of teaching, I'm very nervous of not having Grand Canyon behind me after I graduate, but I know that they have helped me in every way, shape, and form, and they gave me the tools to be successful. So I'm very excited for that. I hope that you guys enjoyed my video, and thank you for listening.